So, something's happening in the UK. What's happening in the UK, Mr. Asmongold?
So a lot of people are really angry about this this video. I haven't seen it. I just saw a clip of it. So let's go ahead and watch it. Here we go.
Free, 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 free.
Of course. Of course.
Alright, but have you heard this one though? Death to the IDF.
What the fuck? How is that allowed? I know this is the UK, but like, do they have laws against this? What in the fuck? Bob Villain?
Death to the IDF. Death to the IDF.
Oh.
Dude, this is fucking insane.
Death to the...
Remember last time this happened? We went to a world war because of it. I think that might be where we're headed. We're headed to a Nazi regime 2.0, and it's not from the people that we think it's gonna be. Or what people they think it's gonna be. It's literally gonna be them. They say it's us, but they're projecting, because they always project everything that they do, they say we're doing. All the time. And I'm not talking about right wing, I'm talking about normal people. Because I'm left wing. I'm not even on the right. Yeah, I like a lot of right wing stuff, because a lot of right wing stuff is actually not right wing today. It is center. It is in the center. But leftists have gone so fucking insane that everything slightly to the right of them is right-wing extremism. That's how far left they've gone.
IDF. Hell yeah, from the river to the sea.
What the fuck? Like, straight up calling for the death of Jews. Actually, demonic behavior. Like, this person's a demon. These people are fucking possessed.
Palestine must be, will be, inshallah, it will be free.
In my how does this guy not get like in trouble for hate speech, right? Because like, I mean, I feel like in general, like the UK, don't they have like a bunch of laws against this? Isn't this guy gonna get in trouble?
Shut the fuck up. Heard you want your country back. You can't have that. Heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up.
Whatever this band is sounds like Gay Against the Machine.
Heard you want your country back. Shit, me too.
This country was built on the backs of immigrants. Okay. Apparently every country was built on the backs of immigrants now, not just America. I think this is a bullshit slogan.
Heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up.
These people don't know history at all. They don't know that actually the UK government, they were conquerors. They were not like America where they just let people in. No, they were conquerors. That's how they got more people.
Heard you want your country back.
I never want to hear these people talk shit about any of our mumble rappers after this.
True,
you
man.
literally have spent 30 seconds saying the exact same 2 fucking lines. This is
well, to be fair, Rage Against the Machine did the same thing. Also a garbage band. Rage on behalf of the machine, more like. Bunch of fucking communists.
crazy. Like, it's no wonder we don't hear about any of these hip-hop artists from the UK.
Yeah, I never heard of this person. Actual retard.
Bro, compare this guy, like, this is embarrassing.
You can't have that.
This is embarrassing, bro. Damn.
Right under my nose, my ignorant scum, trying to lay claim to a land that ain't theirs anyway. Wait, what did you say? How'd you want your country back?
I don't even know what band this is at all. Bob Villain, I guess that's it.
You can't have that. How'd you want your country back? Shut the fuck up.
Dude, the UK is so cooked. They're more cooked than we are. I think they're gonna fall apart before we do.
How'd you want your country back?
Yeah.
Dude, do you see all those foreign flags? I don't see a single UK flag out there.
Country's a joke? I don't know. Where is this?
Pretty soon, I think we're all just gonna have one flag. We're gonna have a world flag, and if you don't follow that flag, and if you don't follow the people who fly that flag, you will be killed. I think that's where we're headed. We're headed to a worldwide regime. We've never seen that before. The Nazis tried it. The Nazis were the first ones to try and take over the world like that. And they almost did it. And I think it might happen. This shit's fucking insane.
Yeah, where is this?
It's
in the UK? Surely, guys. Guys, surely nothing bad is ever going to come of this.
Literally saying, like, hey, we took over your country. You want it back? Nope, go fuck yourself. It's ours now. Literally, foreign invaders. It's obvious. Like, come on. They're flying every flag except for the flag they're supposed to be flying. And this is on the BBC. You see that up in the top left corner? The BBC is actually the ones... Holy shit, man. Isn't that a government thing? Isn't BBC run by the government? These people are fucking retarded, dude. Heard you want your country back. They are literally telling you that they took over your country and you're not getting it back. Damn.
Surely there will never be a negative reaction to this ever, right?
This country bad, says the country itself. Are you shitting me? Like, absolutely cooked.
I mean, there's no way that could ever happen. Yeah, this is just probably an isolated incident, and that's it. Look at the ticket
Yeah, it's probably an isolated incident. It doesn't happen anywhere else. No way.
prices. I don't even know how much it is. I have no idea how much it is. But I think that you're seeing Europeans you're going to be starting to see Europeans, and especially people from like the UK, I think some of the Nordic countries and Germany, I hope, hopefully not Germany. I mean, we've already had that happen before.
Yeah, it looks like it's happening again, but with a different group of people who want the same thing. That's funny how they just want the same thing. Kill all the Jews, kill all the Christians, you know? Mostly kill all the Jews in this one.
But we're gonna start seeing them become radicalized at an extremely fast ratio. And when it happens, everybody is going to say, "Oh my God, who could have predicted this?"
Yeah, we literally been saying that this is gonna get worse. This whole time we've been saying this, and it's still just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until the world explodes and everybody's dead.
Oh my God, how did we get here? Oh my God, why is this happening? And anybody who's been on the internet will know the exact answer to that, and all of the Karens on mainstream media will be very, very confused. And that's it. It'll be cheered on.
Wait. My people, the people that I followed, they're out there killing people in the streets. What's happening? They're killing each other. They're killing people that I like because they disagreed with something. Yeah. You step out of line an inch, they'll have your head. And by the way, this isn't the movement that's gonna do it. Because the movement changes. Like every 2 years, it's a different movement. Who knows what it'll be the next time? Probably gonna be Muslims. Straight up.
Yeah, isn't this a challenge? Well, I don't know if it's a challenge. Like, it's probably just a fucking song, right? I mean, I don't give a fuck about, like, UK politics, right, or anything like this, but the issue...
Yeah, the UK is actually a bunch of tea-drinking retards.
...is that when you have somebody who's writing songs like this, they're flying foreign flags, etc., this is going to radicalize...
Yeah, people who don't even know how to brush their teeth. Yeah, they're smart enough to get themselves out of this. Dude, everybody's fucked.
...the national people there, and eventually there is going to be a reaction to that. This is a historical fact that dates back to before history. People just don't like this. And so did you like the song? I mean, what song? He just said the same two things over and over. Either way, comments like this and statements like this is going to be
They need to start arresting people like this, calling for violence. Death to the IDF, that's a call for violence. That's the same thing as Iran saying death to America. Literally the same thing. This is terrorist behavior.
I will tell you guys, the reaction to this is going to be... I think it is going to be worse than anything that you can imagine.
Yep, I think we're probably headed to something that is worse than what the Nazis did. I think so. Because instead of really it being against the Jews this time, it's going to be against the entire right wing, or who they deem to be right wing. If you're not a far leftist, then you're going to be a right wing extremist to these people, and they'll have your head. Literally, they'll have your head. Including people that are in their own little group, their little bubble. They'll be killing each other if they step out of line, and that's how shit gets worse. That's how you get these crazy policies where people are putting Jews in ovens.
That's what I think. And so UK is anti-white. Yeah, and so we'll see what happens.
White people are anti-white, and they don't realize that if everybody's anti-white, including the white people are going to be killed. They're fucking retarded. They don't realize that when they say they hate all white people, they mean they hate all white people, even the ones who are pretending to be on their side.
But yeah, it doesn't excuse it. Well, double standards. Look at their apology. Well, I don't know about an apology. I didn't see an apology anywhere here. And let's see if there's any more of these. He did an apology, nails it. Sons and daughters. Let me see if I can find it. And criticizing Islam can get you jailed there. He's not white. He's probably a Muslim. I don't know what their laws are, but like, I mean, as far as I know, like calling to like kill or you know, calling for death of a group of people like that. I mean, in the UK, right? I mean, they don't have same freedom of speech laws that we have. I'm actually kind of surprised to see that, to be honest with you. It does break UK law, by the way. Yeah, and so what he says is protected. Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, that's not my understanding of what UK law is, but I could be wrong. I guess we'll have to find out and see. But either way...
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to find out. They're going to find out first, and then we'll just react to it on social media. They're really going to find out.
It's a one-way street in this case. It's okay if it's not them. IDF is the Israeli military. Yeah, I know that. I know it's the Israeli military.
But that's not what they mean. They mean Zionists. And they pretend that they don't mean all Jews, but then they label all Jews as Zionists. Is there a single Jew out there that they haven't labeled a Zionist?
But anyway, so any of this stuff happens, I think that we are in for a very, very interesting next 10 years.
Yep, I think we are going to see the Nazi regime 2.0, but they're not going to call themselves Nazis. They're going to call us the Nazis because they flipped it. And they're liars.
And the more comments I see like this, the higher the probability I think there is, and the faster I think it's going to happen. Like, I just keep assuming it's going to take longer, but now IDF isn't a group of people. It's not a race or ethnicity. This guy...
yes, it is. It pretty much is. Like, and it's a grift. It's a lie anyway. They only say the IDF because if they say kill all the Jews, they probably will get in trouble.
Is much better than you? Oh, he's much better at what? You've said worse yourself? Well, so this is really what I'm saying is that it's not a race or ethnicity. It kind of is a group of people, by the way. And the thing is that, again, if somebody said this about any other group of people or anything else, the same people will be crying. I mean, and again, you can get mad about this or say he's better than me or whatever. You can do whatever you want. But I'm telling you that I know what the response to this is going to be, and it's going to be really, really, really bad.
Yeah, it's going to be war.
It will be, and I can guarantee it. I think that every single time one of these events happens, it gets that much closer and that much faster. And so, yes, it will be. Yes, exactly. Response from who? I think I'll just say it in plain English. I think that what this is going to do is it's going to continue to elect people like this who call for shooting migrants and denying them food and water. I think this guy is going to be seen as a moderate in 10 years. And you're going to see people that increasingly feel like their country has been alienated away from them. And I think it's going to cause them to look up to and look for extreme right-wing figures.
Yep. And then the left is going to do the exact same thing. We're going to have the right going actual full Nazi. We're going to have the left pretending that they're not, but they're going to be going full Nazi. And then they're going to be fighting each other. And it's going to be fucking horrible. It's going to be like a 1v1 world war. And the 1v1 is one side versus the other side. And everybody is included. Oh, you're not picking a side? If you're not with us, you're against us.
That will use military and violent solutions in order to remove these problems.
Yep.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Yep. The left is going to crash out and the right's going to use military power to stomp it out. And both sides are fucking evil. They're fucking evil. They're fucking liars. They're manipulators. controlled by demons.
And I think it's going to happen really, really soon. Like, it's going to happen within our lifetime for sure. And so
within our lifetime, I think it might happen within my 20s. It might happen before I turn 30, which is only in a few months. It's definitely going to happen. Something really, really, really bad is going to happen before I turn 40.
Deport them all. Well, I don't know. Like Trump? No. Trump is like, if this person is a 10, Trump is a 2.
Not even. Trump is like a 0.1 compared to these weird fucking military people that want to just kill all the immigrants. And this is what we're going to get. The left is gone fucking insane. The right's going to go fucking insane, which they kind of already have been going insane.
No, absolutely not. And again, everybody thinks this kind of stuff isn't going to happen until it happens. This is the same thing. By the way, a lot of people in like Nazi Germany didn't think it was going to happen. That nobody knew it was going to happen until it was already happening. And
yeah, and then you couldn't say anything about it. If you step out of line, then they'd have your head. It's the same fucking thing. Like, nobody sees it, or like, you're fucking retarded if you don't think that this is where this is headed. Or you're delusional, or both.
Then people just basically accepted it. So that's it, with perhaps finality. Well, I don't know yet. How is anyone okay with calling for the death of anyone? Well, I don't really care too much about that. I was just saying I think it's against the law.
Yeah, we're creating two opposing Nazi-like parties that are going to be fighting each other, and everybody that's not with these two parties, they're going to be dead too.
Right, that's it.
Or they're just going to get caught in the crossfire because they're not going to care about the people that's not with them.
Anyway, so what's going to happen is it's going to alienate more and more people. And then once a large enough contingency of people become alienated, then those people will become militant. And when enough of those people become militant, and if they're organized enough, they will create a political revolution that will have a tremendously violent, reaction.
Yep. And how this happens is people think that they're going to starve, they're going to lose everything, that they're going to be sleeping outside in the dirt and the rain and the storms, and their children are going to be killed and kidnapped and raped. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to become violent, they're going to become radicalized, and they're going to start killing everybody who they think is against them. And they're going to group up. And the sad thing is that they're going to be right. And that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up all around for everybody.
And I think that's what's going to happen. Clean up streets? Yeah, exactly. You're wrong. It won't take 10 years, 5 years max. We're after the EU.
I can see that.
I don't know how long it's going to take. I think it could go.
It might even be 2 years.
Long. What if there isn't a large enough contingency? I think there is, honestly.
Hey, what was that China project? China's Project 2030? Oh shit, it's Project 2025. That's the year we're in right now, man. Hopefully this stuff doesn't start happening now. Or maybe it already has started happening, and this is what it looks like at the beginning. Who knows?
I do. And also, I think that, I think that you vastly underestimate how absolutely fucking savage people can be. Like, if you go back and you look at history and, what people used to do and, the way that they used to do it, the kind of stuff that we read about in history books is, it's very bad, but you should see the kind of shit that they used to do in, fucking, Incan temples, right? It's insane.
Yeah, the Romans used to crucify people. And not even the way they crucified Jesus. Jesus was not the worst crucifixion.
Asmongold's never wrong. And again, I've told you guys that this is going to happen. A lot of people, and I've said this is the reason, again, when you make reasonable conversation impossible, you make unreasonable outcomes inevitable. And I think that's exactly where we're facing. And I think that's where we're going with, and not we, I mean, that's where Europe is going. This is my armchair opinion, right? I mean, I don't really know this entirely, but I think that's where things are going right now. And so the more and more it happens, and also here's the other thing, it's that I think that Trump is a really great example of this, and also the anti-woke stuff is a great example of this, is that once people like this have one victory, it acts as a galvanizing force to just multiply the amount of people that are actually holding these viewpoints. And you're going to see a lot of people, because this is a component to it I don't think is really discussed, that's that's discussed enough is that a lot of people that are at, these concerts or whatever, these would be people who would be cheering at Nazi rallies too.
Yeah, and they're not even real. Like, these people, they don't even really believe all this stuff. I mean, they do, but they only believe it because people tell them to. Really, they're just role-playing. They're role-playing revolutionary.
These people are just simply going with the flow.
Yep.
They're going with what the popular consensus
Yep.
is. They're going with what the
Yeah, because they don't want to be alienated. They don't want to be kicked out of the popularity contest.
zeitgeist is. And if that was a Nazi flag up there, 80 years ago, it would have been their grandfather up there doing the exact same thing. Give me
Yeah, it's literally one for one, the same fucking shit.
1 second, sorry. His statement's valid. Why would anyone call for the death of anyone? Well, I don't really think that, again, the IDF, like, I don't care about the IDF. Like, what Israel's doing, like, I don't live in Israel. Why the fuck would I care about Israel?
Yeah, calling death for any kind of anything that is people, absolutely disgusting.
But the point is that calling for that groups of people to be killed and stuff like that, this is violent extremist rhetoric. And
Yep.
I think that if you enter into that realm, you should expect other people to follow you. And the issue is that a lot of the people that enter into that realm, there are other people that if they follow them, it's the same as like the U.S. and Iran.
I'm just going to let you know something, let you in on a little bit of a secret, that when it comes to these movements, not everybody is on the same page. Some people have their own agendas. Some people lie to get things changed the way they want. They get into these movements and they pretend because they know that they can manipulate people because all these people are fucking retarded and they don't want to step out of line. So when somebody who's powerful, who's a leader, says something, all of them are going to agree with it. And it's going to get real fucking bad. Literally, that's how Nazism happened. That's how Nazi Germany happened. People not speaking up because they would be killed. So they just went with it.
Iran is a powerful country, but when the U.S. just wants to nuke them or bomb them with these bunker busters, the war is over in 24 hours. I don't think people understand, like, the power dynamics of this entirely.
And that's not even anywhere close to the most powerful bombs that we got. Those were the most powerful non-nuclear bombs we got.
And so we'll see what happens. IDF are terrorists, that's fine. But, like, again, I think that, like, and this is the big issue that a lot of people like this have, is that people like you are so ideologically captured by what's right and wrong that you fail to see the basic human primitive survival mechanisms that will come into place. What's right and wrong doesn't matter. Who's
True.
dead and alive matters.
Yep.
And that's who decides
Also, who's on what side matters.
every single war. Not who's right or wrong, but who's dead. And so that's it. And so you can go and make all these explanations of, but that's not fair, and this is hypocritical or whatever, and that's fine. But, again, you're never going to hear those people. History is written by the victors. Yeah. That's it. There is no more.
There are some rare instances where we've found things that the victors tried to rewrite history, and we found evidence that, hey, actually, these guys were evil pieces of shit and they're lying and they changed history. Rarely does that happen.
Morality in survival. There's only survival. And I think
True.
when people realize that, you're going to have a tremendous negative reaction with this.
Where you're going to have a real problem is when you got people who aren't even trying to survive, that they have an agenda that they're willing to die for. That's when shit's going to get real crazy. That's when it's going to pop off and go off the rails.
And I'm very worried about it too, because I think it's going to be a destabilizing force across the entire world.
I'm not too worried about it because I'm Christian. But I know where I'm going to go when I die. You know what I mean?
And I think it will be an overall bad thing too.
Yeah, it's going to get real bad if somebody tries coming for me and my people. Because I'm one of those people who has an agenda that I will die for.
That's generally the way I see about it. My only reaction to this last decade was keyboard warriorism. Well, I mean, not really whenever you have people like this being elected, right? Like, it's keyboard warriorism until they elect somebody like this who actually, decides to tell the people with guns to shoot the people that they don't like.
Yeah, and then people start cheering for it or they don't, or they aren't cheering for it, and they're just scared, and they're not going to be able to speak up because these are going to be the people with the guns. At the end of the day, over in the UK, the government are the ones that have the guns. That's why they're trying to take away our guns here in America, is because if you take away our guns, then we won't have guns whenever a Nazi regime takes over the country, either left or right. Who knows? Probably both. They're going to be fighting against each other.
And that's what happens. At a certain point, you have to say that objectively, there has to be a point where even being the victor isn't morally right.
It doesn't matter. Does it even matter?
Being the victor isn't morally right. That's fine, but I'd rather be immoral than dead. And
well, not me.
Most people would.
Yeah, not me though.
That's just all there is to it. Again, like
I'm gonna follow God, and if that's a problem and people want me dead for it, then yeah, guess I'm dead.
Again, this is internet logic, internet ethics. All of these things immediately disappear
dude, we're so cooked. We are so cooked.
Whenever survival is in consideration. All of these things just are like, you think about like animals, right? Animals will kill each other. They'll kill, other animals in their own pack. They'll like just brutalize each other. They'll even eat each other, cannibalize each other. And will they do this if everything is great and things are totally fine? No. But the moment that things become problematic or an issue, they'll immediately start tearing each other apart. And so we're not like, I don't believe human beings are like, I don't believe animals come from the earth and, human beings come from God. I think that we evolved from animals, and I think that we still are animals.
I don't believe that. I think he's completely wrong, but he's okay. It's okay to be wrong. That's the whole problem. People don't want to be wrong. They want to be right about everything, and they just can't accept that they're wrong. And I bet if I talked to Asmongold about this and told him he was wrong, he'd be like, yeah, probably. I don't really care.
And the fact is that we can't, you can't get away from that. We romanticize our nature too much? Yeah, I think so. And we saw with the Karen at the Ducks yesterday, they also sexually assault each other. Would you put your survival and life on the line for your family and loved ones? Well, yeah, of course, right? I mean, I think anybody would do that, or at least most people would. Wild animals will kill babies. Yeah, they'll just kill babies, and they don't even care. It doesn't even occur to them. And you think that people can't go to that level?
Oh, people will go worse than that. They'll go worse, way worse, if you could imagine.
Instantly go to that level, and then it will be justified historically hundreds of years in the future. That's just the way it is. And so it's people have no idea how bad it can really get. And I feel bad for them because I think they're in for a very rude awakening. They're living life in a distortion.
True, man, it's gonna get so bad. And you know what? I mean, we all knew it. We all been saying it. It's just gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse until something really, really bad happens.